Forget the Yakuza. This is the real mafia that controls the streets of Japan. In Nara, these deer seem polite. They bow to you. How cute! Wrong. It's a trap. If you don't drop the treat in 3 seconds, they'll bite you, shove you, and steal even your dignity. There are 1,200 soldiers patrolling the park. They're sacred, so you can't touch a hair on their heads. They have total control. You're just their food ATM. Think you can survive the deer district? Like if you're scared of them. Japan's deadliest enemy has returned, and it's on the ground. These aren't your average cosplayers. They're the Gomi Hiroi Samurai. Their mission? To annihilate Tokyo's trash with style. Look at that technique. They use the ancient art of swordsmanship to pick up a can. Absurd? Maybe. Epic? Absolutely. They're transforming boring cleanup into a viral spectacle to get people to stop littering. They say their honor depends on leaving the streets spotless. If the sanitation workers in your country dressed like this, would the streets be cleaner? Comment with your flag down below.
Hi, 主人，这是您的拿铁。
You think it's artificial intelligence, but you're wrong. This robot in Tokyo doesn't think for itself. It has a human heart beating miles away. Welcome to the Dawn Avatar Cafe. These servers are operated from their beds by people with severe paralysis who can't move their bodies. They use their eyes to control the avatar, talk to you, and feel alive again. It's not Black Mirror, it's hope. Technology doesn't replace us, it connects us. Would you have a coffee served by a hero like this? Share if you love this technology.
What if I told you there's a forgotten corner of Japan where the dead outnumber the living by 100 to 1? Imagine a place where time has stopped and the silence is so thick it weighs you down. Welcome to Nagoro, the Valley of the Dolls, a village hidden in the mist where loneliness is combated with needle and thread. Here, every time a resident dies or leaves, an elderly woman sews an exact, life-size replica to fill their void. But don't be mistaken, they aren't just rag dolls, they are vessels of memory. They wear the clothes of those who have passed, mimic their gestures, and maintain their routines. You'll see them eternally waiting for a bus that no longer comes, working in the fields, or filling the classrooms of a school without children. There are more than 350 figures watching the streets in absolute silence. They watch you from the windows of empty houses, their button eyes fixed on your back as the fog descends on the forest. The most unsettling thing isn't that they're watching you, it's that the few inhabitants swear that at dawn, some of them have changed position. That's why many are afraid.
Did you know there's a place in Tokyo that Japan tried to delete from its own maps? Welcome to Sanya, where people come to stop existing.
This isn't just a district, it's a ghost factory. Kenji is one of thousands who traded their identity for a bed in a hotel that technically doesn't exist.
Even the machines here sound like they're dying. But why would a man choose this living purgatory?
Stay with me, because in a few seconds, you'll see the one object that keeps these ghosts from giving up entirely. It's a city of discarded things, memories, names, and even hope, all washed away by the relentless Tokyo rain.
Is there any spark left in this city? Sometimes a simple matchbox is the only proof that you're still human.
Tokyo towers over you like a concrete god. It demands your name, your soul, or your disappearance. Sanya offers the latter.
If you're ever lost in Tokyo, don't look for Sanya, because once you find it, the world might never find you again.
Did you know the Japanese Constitution stopped supplying exactly at this tunnel? Kenta, a fame-seeking streamer, just crossed the line. The sign says turn back, but he didn't listen. He thought he was alone, but inside, the air gets colder and the silence gets loud.
Look at that! That's Sato's phone. The last explorer who vanished a month ago. Why is it still on?
Suddenly, the air turns cold. A strange shadow moves against the fading light. He freezes in terror, realizing that shadow does not belong to Kenta.
Dead silence fell. There was no wind at all, just the overwhelming thick scent of funeral incense. And then, heavy, raspy breathing, right behind his neck. And finally, through the mist, there it is, the legendary Inunaki village, a cursed place completely erased from every official map, where even the darkest crimes go unpunished.
Cut the feed. Electronics die when they get close. Run, Kenta, run. They aren't human. And now that you've seen them, don't look behind you. Did you know there's a phone booth in Japan that lets you call the dead? It isn't connected to any wires, yet thousands travel here every year for a heartbreaking reason. This is the wind phone, Kaze no Denwa. At first glance, it's just a white booth in a quiet field, but for those who lost everything in the 2011 tsunami, it's the only way to say goodbye. Inside, you'll find only an old black rotary phone and a notebook. A local gardener built it to process his own grief, never imagining it would become Japan's most sacred spot for the brokenhearted. There's no technology here, only voices carried by the wind. People dial the numbers of lost loved ones just to say things like, "I graduated," or "Mom still sets a plate of rice for you every night." Imagine standing there, holding a cold plastic receiver, finally speaking the words you never got to say before the waves took everything. It's a moment where silence speaks louder than any reply. It's a psychological journey that will break your heart. Watching someone weep into a silent receiver is proof that grief doesn't end. It just needs a place to go. Many say that after hanging up, they finally feel peace, the power of words that were never said in time. But wait, because there's a secret in that notebook that most people miss. Hundreds of handwritten messages claim that sometimes the wind actually answers back. A haunting reminder of how fragile life really is in Japan. If you could make one last call, who would you reach out to? Tell me in the comments and subscribe for more hidden secrets of Japan. Tokyo should be underwater right now, but it's not thanks to this, a concrete cathedral straight out of an anime that hides a terrifying secret. It looks like a sci-fi movie set, but this is 100% real. It's the G-cans, and trust me, watch your step. This slippery floor is the only defense between 37 million people and total destruction. It's not a temple for prayer, it's a fortress. Each of these 59 pillars weighs 500 tons, designed to withstand the fury of a very angry god, water. And the scale is ridiculous. Look down into this silo, you could fit the entire Statue of Liberty inside and still have room for her torch. Gives you vertigo, right? It's silent and empty now, but don't get comfortable. In a matter of minutes, this hole turns into the world's biggest death trap. Because while you and I are down here, the nightmare has already started up there. Typhoon number 14. Rivers are peaking, and the system just hit code red. The tour's over. It's time to wake the beast. Pay attention, because what you're about to see is Japanese engineering saving thousands of lives in real time. Feel that rumble? Those steel gates are about to release the pressure. Don't blink, or you'll miss the force of a tamed tsunami. Boom! That is what absolute power looks like. Bonus fact, they actually filmed scenes for the Hunger Games down here. If you want to survive the next Japanese apocalypse, subscribe now.
Think this giant flower is adorable? Think again, because in Japan, even maximum security prisons use mascots to mask a chilling reality. Meet Katakuri-chan, the real-life mascot of Asahikawa Prison. Her job is to soften the image of the bars and cells, but in this world, compliance isn't just encouraged, it's mandatory. Warning, kawaii levels have reached a critical point. The system just detected a frown, and in the year 2026, negativity is a crime that triggers an immediate, supportive cuddle. Smile or die. This guardian won't stop until your happiness is perfect, or until you're tucked in for a permanent nap. The secret behind that floral face is darker than you can imagine. Inmate 12F, you better widen that smile, because the next hug won't be so friendly. Subscribe now for more bizarre secrets from the heart of Japan.
This is what a real black company nightmare looks like. Your phone screaming urgent while your soul slowly drains away on the morning commute. But don't look away, because the cure for this burnout is hidden right here. Sometimes you just have to get off at a random stop. Welcome to the Inaka, the rural side of Japan that heals you. Even if your brain is still in panic mode, shouting, "I'm late for the meeting," nature has a different plan. No signal? That is actually the best news of your life. Send that stress flying. And just breathe. This is Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Notice how time just stops? When was the last time you actually heard the river? That is the sound of your anxiety leaving your body. The train back is finally here, but that zombie salaryman from this morning, he's gone. Would you toss your phone to find this kind of peace? Comment below and smash subscribe to escape to Japan every week.